Alright, welcome back, my friends. We are here. I guess I could open this. Mixed up my armor set again to something that seems to fit better with these crow quills. I got them to 9. I didn't go all the way to 10 because I'm not positive I'm going to like them. But anyways, let's go on. Oh, the armor is Silver Mask, Clandestine Coat, and then Slave Knight leggings and gauntlets. So that was 2 button presses, by the way, for that 5-hit combo. Okay, so you do not have a kick, you have this thing. Which actually is going to make these shielded enemies. Oh! That was a lot of damage. So it's going to make these shielded enemies really annoying to fight, but these guys without shields, I think, are going to be pretty easy. Watch out for these javelin throwers, though. It does seem pretty strong, I have to say. I think the downside here, though, is that you are kind of stuck in that animation. So let me see if you can roll out of it. Ooh, that was neat. So that's my running L2. That's pretty cool. Can I poke from behind this? Yes, I can. Okay. I can dig it. Shields are going to be a problem with this, though. So I might be better off with this for the time being. Because I can break that shield in 2 hits. And then do this. Man. That is some pretty heavy crit damage. I guess I didn't really need to farm for this armor, the follower armor, because I forgot there were going to be a ton of them here that I could get later, but whatever. Ah, there's an interesting thing with this bell over here. We'll get to that. Not gameplay-wise, but lore-wise. Gosh dang it. So annoying. There's the shield. I don't think there's anything special about the shield. I think it's just a shield. Has some dark defense on it, and that was about it, if I remember. Okay, that seems to work pretty well. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took a javelin to the heel, incidentally. So I see this more as a dueling weapon than a fight multiple enemies at the same time weapon. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, let's check the L2. Really, 26. That is just pitiful damage. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is. That crit damage, though, is not messing around, that's for sure. Whoa, okay, my camera. Okay, then. Sounded like he fell off the edge. Another thing that's kind of cool is you'll notice if you start your combo, and say you do 3 R1s, it's actually going to start your L1 from a different point, depending on where you are. So if I do 2 R1s, see it starts with that, whereas if I do 1, and if I do start with L1, it does that. So that's kind of cool. This is definitely a dex weapon. Not only in terms of the fact that it scales with dex, but in the way that you use it. Okay, so let's talk about the bell. And by the way, I get most of my lore stuff from Vati Vidya, as I think most people do. You remember when we spoke to Wilhelm the first time, he said no bell rings or no bell tolls, and yet you've arrived. And if you recall, in the beginning of the game, there was a bell, like a bell of awakening, I guess, if you wanted to compare it to Dark Souls 1, that rang before we were resurrected from our little sarcophagus. So you remember they don't want unkindled people coming in here because they don't want fire. So my theory is that Elfrida and Wilhelm, man, these guys are annoying, actually broke the bell so that it couldn't ring. So they wouldn't have to worry about unkindled coming in here and setting stuff on fire. That's my theory. There's a nice little shortcut here. I was nervous I couldn't see it at first. It goes back here. So you can come straight up here and not have to go all the way around. Wow. So I do like this weapon. I'm not convinced that all of its attacks are... Let me put it this way. It feels a little bit style over substance in a lot of ways, which is fine. I like flashy stuff, I suppose. For some reason I thought there was another tree we could kick over, but maybe not. That rot just looks so disgusting, doesn't it? Okay, so that is down there. There's the other tree. Alright, we've seen this once before, right? I don't want to step on that. Why did I just take damage while I was... He must have hit me at a weird angle or something. That's actually a very fast poke, too. Okay, then. Now, the follower torch is not like your regular torch. I mean, it sort of is. It's bigger and heavier. And it also does this. Actually, I have to put it in this hand to do it. Or no, I don't. I could just two-hand it. Derp. Okay, we shall two-hand it, and your L2 attack. So that's neat. I don't know if this is any good. I haven't seen anybody use it. It seems to be okay, stats-wise. I don't think you would use it as a primary weapon, but it could be an interesting secondary, I guess. What was over here? These guys. Okay, so probably not going to be able to stagger this guy using this weapon. I guess the second hit will. Yeah. I'm going to go back to heavy weapon for heavy enemy. Oh dear. So I don't know, everyone. I'm not completely sold on this. It is good. I don't know about using it as a run through the game kind of weapon. More as a dual weapon. By the way, I upgraded this. I kind of wanted to try this thing out. Let's give it a shot. I don't know what the resistances are for these guys. They might be strong to lightning, for all I know. Alright, let's pull this guy. I don't want to have the archer shooting at me while I'm dealing with him. That's what I didn't want to happen. Yeah, I've always wanted to make a build with this weapon. It seems really good. Not to mention it has the, like, battle cry as its weapon art. So that seems pretty good. So we'll use this for a while. Yeah, but I don't think you're going to make that jump, buddy. Okay, I would be remiss if I did not go through here. Forgot about that back swing on it. Okay, so that goes back to there, but you can't get up to here from there. Alright, I guess we'll go down. There he is. I think he's going to be too far. Yeah. Oh, I totally rolled that, but whatever. So what is going on here? Well, we'll find out in a moment. First time I thought it was going to be a boss. That's not really true. It's in fact this guy over here. I actually poised that. That was impressive. Oh. I kind of wanted to finish him with my battle cry attack. Whatever. So he doesn't drop his weapon. So I bet now you're very disappointed. Oh, I wanted that cool axe that did that stuff to the ground. Well, actually, it's just right there. You need faith to wield it, but we can take a look. So this one, as you probably can figure out, is definitely a strength weapon. I don't have enough to use it. But it does what you would expect. As in, it will cause the ground to erupt like that. I've never seen anybody actually use it in PvP, really. So I don't know if you can really even hit people with it, but it's kind of neat nonetheless. Okay, I don't think there's a bonfire for a little bit, so I'm just going to warp back, heal up, and then we'll continue on. Good news is... Oh, hold on. With a whip, huh? Good news is I've opened up the shortcuts now, so... there's actually an even faster way over here. Over here. So there you go. You can skip that entire section. And now into the rot. See if this one-shots them. Yep. and we're going to use that. These things are really disgusting. As you might expect, they will shoot maggots at you. Okay, let's press on for a moment. And this actually leads to somewhere we've already been before. That's fine. Do you remember how in the chapel area I was looking at that statue and saying it looks a lot like the one from the Painted World in Dark Souls 1? Well, give it a second here. Ugh, this whole area is just so disgusting. You gotta watch out for these guys, because if you underestimate them, they will mess you up. Oh no, get off, get off, get off. See what I mean? Get. One of the nice things about having the torch out, of course, is that I can't get the maggots on me. Because maggots are not really all that fun. Although I don't think the flies themselves actually do that, like, fire thing. No, they do not. Oh, you. Oh-ho. Wilhelm's set is actually one of my favorite armor sets in the entire game. And actually I thought this was his set. What is this then? Oh. Okay. So let's check his set really quick. It is just oh so amazing looking. Super, super stylish. Now, you remember I was lamenting the fact that there's no dingy set, which was my favorite set. But this is actually pretty close to the chest piece from the dingy set. It's not exactly it, but it's close. Anyways, for this time, though, I'm going to finish it up with the armor set I was already wearing. And we'll work out something cool with Wilhelm's set for next time. There we go. Okay, we're not quite done in here. It would have been worth coming down here just for that, but... So take a look at this. Hold on. This looks familiar. And look, just like in Dark Souls 1. Obviously this opens something by moving the actual statue, but that is pretty dang close to the painted world in Dark Souls 1, where you do that to open a door.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
Now if we take another look at this room, it does actually kind of look like where you come in and the bone wheels are in there. So, well, interesting, huh? Okay, we got one more thing. Oh, it was actually right there. I thought I was going to have to go looking for it, but that's it, the illusory wall. If we take a look, actually, it's the only one that has the stairs going up to it, I suppose. We're going to head down here and then finish it off. Finish it up. Finish it down. Finish it left or right. Okay. So we're actually going to go down. Now this is very Great Hollow-esque. The good news is that despite being covered in snow and ice, these branches are actually less slippery than the ones that are in the Great Hollow. Trying to remember exactly where I need to drop down, though. I think just onto this one. I would really hate for my first death in the DLC to be from falling off of a branch. How did you manage that? And now I've already sort of spoiled this in a way, but there isn't going to be a scythe waifu waiting for us down here. And in fact, one thing I was very disappointed by was the fact that we don't get the armor set that Yorshka has that looks like Priscilla. This would have been the perfect place to put it, and I would have rather enjoyed being able to actually do a Priscilla cosplay run, but as of yet, that has not happened. I mean, that armor set is in the game's files. I've seen a video where someone was able to hack it in, so we'll see. But anyways, what's this? Pyromancer's Parting Flame is kind of a weird one, but... Now, the sign that I always put in here... Hold on. Whoa. This is an NPC, by the way. It's not a human. And unlike Wilhelm, this guy is a chugger. That's a new Pyromancy. Sort of like the ones in the Demon Ruins or whatever they call it in this one. It's not really all that good in terms of the damage, but it is pretty good in terms of disruption. Uh-oh, somebody's out of Estus. And killing him gets you Floating Chaos, which is that Pyromancy that he just used. So the sign that I normally like to put here is as such. Hold on. Message. There we go. No spouse ahead, only tears. And I'm not going down there yet. I say yet because, yes, we will actually be going down there. Back to the shrine, I guess. So that's going to do it for this time. Actually, we should be wrapping up next one. So we've got 2 bosses to fight. Yes, there are only 2 bosses in the DLC, which is a little disappointing. But I guess we'll talk about it next time. But I guess having just 2 bosses is better than having 3 bosses, and one of them is a blue smelter demon. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Next time we should be wrapping up this DLC, so tune in, and I will see you then.